Hi students, how are you? Today we are going to discuss about some problems on system of particles and rotatory motion. See first one, four bodies of masses 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg and 4 kg are placed at the corners of a square of side is A. The coordinates of center of mass are first draw the figure in a coordinate system. Take xy plane and draw a square. There are four corners. At first corner is taken at origin where 1 kg is placed. Next 2 kg is here, 3 kg and 4 kg is here. Now tell the coordinates of four corners. Here origin, so it is 0 0 and here is it is on x-axis. So side value A and y value becomes 0. Here x value 0 and side value A. Here x and y values are both are having. That's why it is A. Now see first one m1 is equal to 1 kg and corresponding coordinates are 0, 0. These are nothing but x1 y1. Similarly m2 is equal to 2 kg and corresponding coordinates are a, 0. This is x2 y2 and m3 is equal to 3 kg. Corresponding coordinates are a. This is x3 y3. And last one m4 is equal to 4 kg. Corresponding coordinates are 0, a. This is x4, y4. Now coordinates of center of mass are nothing but xcm and ycm. What is the formula for xcm? m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus m4 x4 by total mass m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4. So all these values are substituted here. We get this value is a by 2. And also find ycm from m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y3 plus m4 y4 by total mass m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4. So these values are also substituted here and get finally 7a by 10. So option B is correct. See second one. Particles of masses m, 2m, 3m and so on nm graphs are placed on the same line at a distances L, 2L, here and so on nm centimeter from a fixed point. The distance of center of mass of the particles from fixed point in centimeter is. Suppose take a straight line. This is 0 and this is L distance, this is 2L distance, 3L distance, 4L distance, and so like this. At L, put M. At 2L, 2M mass is there. Here 3M, and so on. Now, distance of center of mass. Suppose XCM formula is equal to M1 X1, that means M into L plus M2 X2, 2M into 2L plus 3m into 3m plus and so on by total mass m plus 2m plus 3m plus and so on. Now here ml is taken out. Now we get 1 plus 2 into 2, 2 square plus 3 square plus and so on. By here m is taken out. Then we get 1 plus 2 plus 3 is in bracket. From this mm get cancelled. Now L into what is the value of this one? You know, sum of square of n terms is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 into 1 by 6. This is numerator. whole by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus sum of n terms, you know, n into n plus 1 by 2. So cancellation n into n plus 1, and finally we get 2n plus 1 into l by 2 3s are. So 2n plus 1 into l by 3. Option A is correct. Now see third one. The distance between carbon and oxygen atoms in carbon monoxide molecule is 1.12 angstrom. Given the distance between two atoms, D is equal to 1.12 angstrom. The distance of center of mass of molecule from carbon atom is, here two masses are there. One is carbon. Say whose carbon is say first atom. That mass is m1, which is equal to 12 am, and oxygen is second one. M2 is whose mass is 16. Okay. Now the distance of center of mass of molecule from carbon atom, that means from M1. Formula, the coordinate of center of mass from M1 is written as xcm is equal to m2 d by m1 plus m2. From m1 we write xcm is equal to m2 d by m1 plus m2. Here what is the value of m2? 16 into d value is 1.125. Total mass 12 plus 16 28. Cancellation them and get finally we get 0.64 angstrom. So option D is correct. Okay, see next one. Four identical particles, each of mass small m, are arranged at the corners of a square of side length L. If one of mass is double, the shift in center of mass of the system is. Here we know first shift formula, that is shift is m2 d by m1 plus m2. Simply, what is m2? This is mass added. M2 means mass added or removed. What is D? Distance of center of mass from M2. Okay, just keep it in mind. So shift formula is first M2 d by M1 plus M2. Here M2 is mass added or removed. D is the distance of center of mass from M2. M1 plus M2 is present total mass. Present total mass. Now circle. Here the square is given like that. Four corners are there. Each side of length is L, and the diagonal is root 2L. And the center, initially center of mass is at its geometrical center, that is here, which is at a distance of L by root 2 from its corner, because diagonal length is root 2 into L. Now distance of the corner from its original center is pi 2. This is equal to L by root 2. Now this is the value of D. Now L by root 2. Now suppose if one of mass is double, that means here four corners, initially four masses are there, M. Now one of the mass is double, that means M mass is added. Okay. Now shift is equal to mass added. How much amount? Small m into D. D is distance of center of mass from added mass, that is L by root 2 by total present mass. Starting total mass is 4m plus now small m is extra. Finally we get L by 5 root 2. So option D is correct. Next, see fifth one. Three particles each of mass 2 kg are at the corners of an equilateral triangle of side root 3 meter. If one of the particle is removed from it, the shift in center of mass. Shift formula is same here. Now take equilateral triangle. Okay, three masses are initially m, whose side length is root 3 meter. Okay, height of the equilateral triangle is h is equal to root 3 by 2 into side. Side is root 3. So finally 3 by 2 is h value. Just keep in mind. Now shift formula. By shift formula, m2d by m1 plus m2. That means mass removed here. Here one of the particle is removed. Suppose this mass is removed. How much amount? M. Into d. D means distance of center of mass from M2. That means this is the d value. D value is nothing but 2 by third of h. 2 by third of height of the triangle. This is 2 by 3 into h value 3 by 2. So d value is 1. Here m2 into d value 1 by total present mass. Among 3 masses, 1 mass is removed. So totally now present mass is m plus n. This is equal to 1 by 2 equal 0.5 meter. Option D is correct. Now see this one. Two particles A and B initially at rest move towards each other under mutual force of attraction. At an instant when speed of A is v and speed of B is 2v, the speed of center of mass is known. Initially, two particles are at rest. Then velocity of center of mass is also at rest from Newton's law. Okay, this is initial position. Center of mass velocity becomes 0. After then, both particles moves with certain velocities under mutual force of attraction. Here, mutual force is nothing but internal force. Okay, mutual force of attraction is nothing but internal force. You know one thing, internal force doesn't affect on the center of mass motion. That's why velocity of center of mass doesn't change. So final velocity of center of mass is also 0. Option A is correct. Okay, next. A car is traveling in banked curved road of radius 125 meter. Here, radius r is equal to 125 meter. If the coefficient of friction between tires and road is mu is given as 0.5 and g is 10 meter per second square, the maximum speed to avoid skidding is. Here, the car is moving along the horizontal and curved road. To avoid skidding, that means when the car travels along this curved path, some centrifugal force acts on it. Okay, to avoid skidding, the friction supports on it. That's why we equating the centrifugal force mv square by r is equal to frictional force. Frictional force formula is mu into n. N is the normal reaction. While in the case of horizontal plane, n is replaced by mg. Okay, this is the centrifugal force and this is the frictional force. Okay, both are equating. Then only we avoid the skidding of the car. Now from this mm get cancelled. V is written. Okay, from this we write V is equal to under root of mu rg. Now under root of mu value is 0.5, radius r is 125 and g value is 10. From this we write root of 625 is equal to 25 meter per second. Option B is correct. Now see another one. A wheel has a speed of 1200 rpm. rpm means revolutions per minute. So initially its angular velocity omega 1 can be written as 2 pi n1 by t. 2 pi n1 is 1200 revolutions By time is 1 minute, revolutions per minute. That's why we write 60 seconds. From this, write 45 radian per second. So omega 1 is written. How much is 45 radian per second? Now come to the problem. A wheel has a speed of 1200 rpm and is made to slow down at the rate of 4 radian per second square. This is angular acceleration. Slow down means negative retardation. So minus 4 radian per second square. The number of revolutions it makes before coming to rest is before coming to rest. That means finally the wheel comes to rest. That means omega 2 final angular velocity becomes 0. Now, how many number of revolutions made by it? N value is how much? First, we have to know angular displacement. By using the relation in linear motion, we know S is equal to v square minus v square by 2a. In the similar way, write rotating motion formula. Here S is the linear displacement. Now we write angular displacement theta is equal v square minus v square replaced by omega 2 square minus omega 1 square by 2 into angular acceleration alpha. Just keep in mind theta is equal omega 2 square minus omega 1 square by 2 alpha. Now omega 2 is 0 square minus omega 1 square 40 pi square means 1600 pi square by 2 into alpha value is given minus 4. Minus get cancelled. So finally 200 pi square is the theta value. Now I want number of revolutions. You know theta is 2 pi n. Total angular displacement theta is equal to 2 pi n. From this n is equal to theta by 2 pi. Theta value is 200 pi square by 2 pi. 5 I cancel. Here it is 100 pi. Into pi value now 3.14. So totally 314 revolutions made by the wheel. So option C is correct. Next C. Ninth one. The linear and angular velocities of a body in a rotating motion are first linear velocity that is represented by v is equal to 3 meter per second. And the angular velocity that is represented by omega is equal to 6 radian per second. Okay, next if the linear acceleration is a is 6 meter per second square, then its angular acceleration is alpha is how much? How it will be find? You know the relation between v and omega. V is equal to r omega. Say this is the first equation. Differentiate on both sides by 10. Okay, then we get dv by dt is equal to here radius is constant r d omega by dt. Then we write dv by dt is nothing but linear acceleration r into this is nothing but angular acceleration. Say this is the second one. Now do 1 by 2. Now do 1 by 2. V by A is equal to r omega by r alpha. Use omega by alpha. Substitute all these values here. 3 by A 6 is equal to 6 by alpha. Now we get 3 alpha is equal to 36. Alpha is equal to 12 radian per second. Option C is correct.